Welcome to Crimson Guitars, welcome to a mini tutorial. I'm going to show you a little trick that you probably know already if you have ever done an inlay. But if you don't, this may well save you a lot of grief and effort and, in this case, sterling silver. Basically, when you put an inlay across a 12th fret or across any fret, you then obviously have to cut through the inlay material so you can get your fret in place, which is fine. And people might think that that is where you leave it. Get a triangular file, and I've got a triangular file somewhere on my workbench here. I'm not going to show it to you because I can't find it. Aha! There, hidden behind the neck, of course. Obviously, whenever you fret, you always want to run a triangular file and inside the slot just to open it up a bit. And that, unfortunately, isn't all you need to do when you have an inlay. The problem is that metal, and especially shell, does not have the same give. It's got a different tensile strength to the wood. And the whole point of a fret is that you've got your fret material, it's got a stalk down the bottom, and it's got tangs. And those tangs are supposed to push through wood, which is slightly elastic, and then the wood compresses back over them and holds the fret in place. That is, if you use the proper, and shout at me for that one, I prefer compression tension. I don't like gluing frets in. That's just me. There are arguments for and against. And if you want to make that argument, do it in the comments below, please. But anyway, as the tang goes through shell or metal, it can, and sometimes does, either crack the inlay or push it up, create waves in the inlay that you've perfectly flattened down and sanded and labored over for hours and hours and hours. And this really is a mini tutorial. It is a simple fix. Grab your Dremel, which you probably have to hand already because you've just been inlaying, and a small cutter. In this case, 0.8 of a mil, maybe 1 mil, something like that. And we're just going to open up the fret slot around the inlay. And that will mean that the fret tangs aren't actually touching and putting any pressure on your precious work. And there we go. If you knew that, I'm sorry. If you didn't, good, because now you do. And do this every single time. Where are my goggles? Goggles! So we've got a tiny little cutter. I've put a little flag on it because everything is improved with a little flag. That blows the dust away and gets it out of your way, he says, eloquently. Anyway, I've already set the depth. That's the same depth as the inlays. And here we go. Carefully. And there we go. So now, as you put the fret in, it will not cause any issues later on. Now, the one thing that it must be said is that because you've got a fret slot there already, it actually guides the Dremel or the Proxon tool, the multi-tool, very easily. Don't slip, don't sneeze, but that sort of should go without saying. So, don't slip. Use a router cutter that is slightly smaller, if not much, much smaller, than the final width of the top of your fret, and have fun. Thank you for watching. Click like, click subscribe, go and support our Patreon if you want to see more videos and talking and photographs of work. In fact, this inlay is going to be featured in one of the Patreon videos, and if you would like to support us and help us get another media person so we can make even more videos. But anyway, go away, have fun, and make some sawdust. Goodbye. Leveling beam. Leveling beam. Can you see his little face?
His little sad face.
Yeah,
Yeah, he looks like a distressed robot.
he does.
Why? Why are you so angry?
Because you deserve it. I think it's my next tattoo, actually.
It's cool, isn't it?